Hey yo, what's going on everybody? Suro here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at some very hot topics. One of them being about the cozy edition for the other platforms that is not the Nintendo Switch. And I got to say, it is not some good news, and it's actually completely different from how the Switch version is set up. And we just have to talk about it. Now, if you guys do enjoy this video, as always, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it so much. And let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so I saw this post over here on Reddit and I thought it was incredibly interesting. And I gotta say, I own the Cozy Edition for the Nintendo Switch, but I do not have it for the other platforms. So I cannot confirm if this is 1000% true. I'm definitely not saying this person is lying or anything. I'm just saying that this is the information we have. And here's what they said. So it says, how the Cozy Edition works for PlayStation. I just got the Cozy Edition on PS5 and I wanted to share how it works since it's very different from the Switch version. The game comes with a code for 14,500 moonstones and a disc. Once you redeem the code, you only get the moonstones you need to insert the disc to redeem the Cozy Edition items. The game comes with a code for 14,500 moonstones and a disc. Once you redeem the code, you only get the moonstones. You need to then insert the disc to redeem the Cozy Edition items, which will appear in your mailbox. But if you then open the game without the disc inserted, you lose access to the Cozy Edition items. So what they're saying is you get the moonstones on a code that you type in to get your moonstones, and then you have the disc, so the PlayStation disc. You will have the actual items like the raccoons and stuff in your game, but only if your disc is inserted and you are playing it off of your disc. So if you don't have your disc in your system and you launch up Dreamlight Valley, you don't have access to those items anymore. You don't completely lose them, you just don't have access to them. So if you want to use them, you will have to always keep your disc inserted into the tray. That is absolutely crazy. There's a lot of PlayStation consoles, right, that have don't even have a disk drive in it. So that seems like some very important information that they should have told a lot of us before it was up for purchase. So they also said you'll need to reinsert the disc and claim the items from your mailbox again. So it's not even like they're already in your inventory and they're grayed out. You have to then go and claim them from your mailbox again. So if you want to use these items, you'll need to insert the disc every time you launch the game, or just leave the disc in the console. That is insane. Let's take a look at the comments here. This is possibly the most stupid use of a game disc I've ever heard. 100 upvotes. I agree, because the moonstones are on digital and the actual game is downloaded on digital. So the disc is just to allow you, I guess, to have access to the game and also to those items. This person said it doesn't let you keep them after you claim them. That's so dumb. I don't have a disk drive, so I was going to claim them on my boyfriend's PlayStation to use on mine. Well, thanks for sharing this before I bought it. So that's another reason I wanted to make this video, because this seems like some very important information. So it's actually a good thing, I guess, that the Nintendo Switch version didn't come on a cartridge. Otherwise, we may run into the same problem. Now, it looks like this isn't the case for the Xbox version. The Xbox version, I guess, goes ahead and works just like the Switch version. But if you are getting it on PlayStation, it does seem like it's going to have these issues. Here's an interesting topic. Someone said, theory for Eve. Since Wally has a vegetable garden, what if Eve gave us a spice garden with herbs and spices? Oh, I never even thought about that. That would actually be cool. And then we wouldn't have to go run all over the valley. But to be fair, at the same time, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I have ever used Wally's garden. I have fully upgraded it. And if I have ever used it, it was maybe once or twice, just if I needed a specific thing. And it was there. So it is nice to have Wally's garden. It's a cute item too. And we even have a whole dream snaps based around it this week. But a spice garden would definitely be more useful to me, because for the main part, you have a big garden or you've done a lot of gardening, but spices, you can't go and just plant spices. So if you actually had an herb garden, that would be really cool. They said since herbs and spices respawn on their own, it would most likely work the same way as the bow and the greenhouse, which it generates throughout the day. Rather than the vegetable garden where it only grows one batch of crops per day, it could give us pretty much all the spices. Yeah, I think that's an absolutely amazing idea. I would love for that to happen. And it would be so cute because you would have Wally and Eve, and then you could build a little area in your valley with them, and you could have both of their little garden setups. That would be so cute. Someone says, I hate the shop, and there's 147 upvotes, so it seems like a lot of people do too. I get the same items every day. I discovered the resetting trick the other day, and that hasn't made it much better because you always get the same stuff over and over. I have 315 furniture items, and I find it impossible that people have gotten everything from the shop. I don't think anyone has really ever gotten everything from the shop. I've been playing this game for well over a year now, and I only have like half of the items, so it definitely takes a while. As the game goes, I think they're going to make some adjustments to the shop. And we also have to remember with the new expansion, we're getting a whole, like another Scrooge's shop. So we don't know for sure, but it looks like you're then going to have two different inventories, and they're implementing trading. Now, you can't exactly just give furniture items to another player, but what you can do is trade in the sense that if you have something cool in your shop, but you already own it, let's say fountain tile, vine lamp, rock rug, something like that, you can then go post in like different forums and stuff and trade that for something else that someone has. Now, I have a Discord channel, and I will be opening up some trading channels. They're not up yet. They're going to be up right before the update, but we're going to have some trading channels. That way you can search for whatever you want very easily and then offer something to trade out of your shop. Or you can just post something and then give stuff away for free if you want to. So definitely join the Discord if you haven't already. We do have a very large community, and I know those trading channels are going to be very, very active. So this could solve your issue, at least to the point where you get some of the items that you've been wanting instead of waiting for months and months or potentially years and years to get some of the stuff that you want. Like I said, even I don't have vine lamp, I don't have rock rug, and I've been playing this for so long. I have like over half the items, and I'm still that unlucky. The shop is absolutely terrible with how it's set up, but it also makes it more fun because you don't have access to literally every item in the game. So I think if we had everything, it would be nice to decorate with, but it would also kill some of the fun because personally, I love going into the shop every day, even though it's usually a disappointment 80% of the time. It's still a feature that I really enjoy, but trading is definitely going to make it a lot easier on us, especially that have terrible luck with the RNG gods. But yeah, so that's our only solution right now. Wait for the update. Hopefully we have a second store, and then also do some trading through trading discords. All right, so the last topic we're going to discuss is what valley decorating advice would you give to someone who easily gets overwhelmed? Hello, I've never posted on here, but I thought this would be the best place to go since I want to start decorating and rearranging my valley. I have a hard time decorating in games because I easily get overwhelmed and I feel I lack creativity. As of now, I've just placed homes in whatever they fit, and everything else is so unorganized. I haven't removed any of the original placed trees and such, so I'm running out of space and things. If you have any advice on how to begin decorating or improve my valley, I would greatly appreciate it. We're going to look at the comments, and I actually am dealing with that, sort of. So I started decorating my plaza, as most of you have seen, and I will show you what I do to try and make it look somewhat decent. So someone said start small. I found this really helps. I started with little spots in each biome and slowly built off of that as furniture and houses got added to the game, or finally getting something good in the shop. This person said, I used to get overwhelmed as well. So firstly, start off with one biome, then one part of the biome. Then I recommend going on to TikTok and watching Dreamlight Valley tours. Okay, so I do not decorate, and I would not say I'm one of the best decorators, but whenever I do start decorating, you really have to wait for those days that you get a lot of inspiration. It makes it fun, and then sometimes you can just start off and the inspiration will come to you as you build. So what I usually do is I get an image in my head and I break things down into keywords. So for my plaza, I wanted it to be like winter theme. I wanted it to be somewhat like a city build or a plaza. So then I try to imagine what it's going to look like and just pick a spot and expand out from there. So another thing is you can also look at just go onto Google Images and type in like a Christmas plaza, get some ideas, some inspiration. Like that other person said, TikTok literally is some of the best ways to get some inspiration on how to get some stuff and actually be able to see it, because then you're not even exactly copying everybody. You're just getting some ideas, and you can piece together little parts of other builds and stuff and place them in your valley until it's still your own creation. You've just taken a little design. So for example, maybe you like this design I have here. This is something I made up myself. I did not see it anywhere. It just came to me last night. So maybe you like this, maybe you don't like it, or maybe you think you can adjust it and make it differently, which I'm sure you definitely can. So if you were to watch a TikTok or a YouTube video and you see something like this little thing, like a little piece of their biome, you could take a look at it, get some inspiration, and then build off of it. Another thing, like they said, start small. So just start anywhere. You could build this first and then start expanding outwards. I actually built this over here. What I wanted to do was I wanted to have a little Christmas setup area for like for the villagers' presents and stuff. And I'm definitely not done with this biome. I only spent like an hour on this yesterday, and this is what I came up with in an hour. So I wanted some snow. There's not really any snow in the game, and I didn't want to do it over in the Frosted Heights. So I got the rugs, and I tried to make what looks like a little bit of snow. So I placed that down, and then I was like, you know what? I want a Christmas tree, so I put the Christmas tree down. I'm going to add some more presents, a Santa sleigh, and then I decided I want to put a little fence around it. We want to get some lights. That way, whenever it is nighttime, it looks somewhat better. Let me change it all the way to nighttime. There we go. And it definitely doesn't look the best. I am at some point going to make like a big festive hall area for the villagers to eat with tables and chairs. So then I just drop random items down. So I haven't built this yet, but I put the table down. I'm going to put another table, and then we have the luxury lovebirds over there. And then I threw some shops down. I wanted a little bit of snow here at the entrance. That way, whenever you cross over into a new biome, you actually have some snow right there. So it's a small little transition. And then I'm going to be making a little skating rink over here. And that's pretty much how you go about it. You just place little ideas. So like this looks ugly. I know that. But you get a vision, an idea of what you want to do, and then you place it down, and then you just slowly, like, trial and error. Just try things that you think is going to look good. If it doesn't, adjust it. You know, try not to get discouraged about it. So I know I pretty much have a layout of how I want this biome to be. And then now that I have it pieced out, it's not as overwhelming to me because I know I'm going to make like a little seating, cozy area with hot chocolate here. I want this to be like a skating rink. I want the central to be like it would be a little plaza. I want this to be the little like loot area for all of the presents and stuff. And now that I have the base layout, I can, over the next couple days or weeks, I can start focusing on one little area. So I would just focus on this, like, you know, spend a day or so trying to get this how I want it to look. And then I would move on to the next zone and then the next zone. So same thing with the inside. I would then decorate this little area how I want. And for me, it breaks it down a lot easier and it's not quite as overwhelming. And that's just something that works for me. That's actually what I did with my meadow. And I just decorated that not too long ago. And ignore all the pumpkins and stuff. This was from a Dream Snaps, but it ruined my area. I'm going to have to fix that. Same with right here. Like I put down these trees, and then as I was building something else, another idea came to me. So I decided I wanted all of the pillars over here. So then I put them over there. So that's something you could do, is just outline how you want your area. So I like kind of set up this area. I fenced this off. I knew I wanted like some mushrooms over there. I knew I wanted my main house to be in the middle. And then I knew I wanted a couple villagers' houses here. And it's not finished, but I at least have the outline of how I would like it to be. And then once you fill in some stuff, I think a lot of times people get overwhelmed because they think it looks bare or it looks empty. After you get your main buildings, your main designs and everything placed, then you can start filling it in with these like free forageable items down here. So like the underbrush, the trees, all the landscaping. I mean, you know, you can do pathing and stuff. So like this empty spot here, I didn't really have anything there. So I just slapped some little shrubs and stuff down. I haven't decorated that. I'll work on that next. But yeah, I hope that helps. I'm definitely not the world's best Dreamlight Valley decorator, but that's just what works for me. And I hope the comments over on Reddit helped you out too. But that's it for the video. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And don't forget, if you guys enjoy this content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.